Certainly. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm pleased to announce that the subject of the Amber Alert yesterday, 8-year-old Emerson Poulin, has been safely located unharmed. There was an arrest made in the course of this investigation. This was, of course, a rapidly developing and complex investigation that involved, I would suggest, every facet of this service, from our primary response taking the initial report, an immediate referral to our major crimes unit, and then the extensive resources and expertise of our emergency task unit, along with our containment team. We were assisted tremendously in this investigation by some of our law enforcement partners, notably the Ontario Provincial Police. They provided support in the form of their emergency response team, who assisted with the ground search, as well as with their canine unit and their aviation services, who assisted in the form of a helicopter that assisted with this search. So we were able to conduct a very, very thorough search. And with their support, we were able to cover a tremendous amount of territory in a rapid fashion. Charges. I do suggest that that it is significant that we went the route of an Amber Alert to raise this issue and to bring to the awareness of the province as a whole this missing 8-year-old. We certainly cannot take that step without a measure of concern, and that concern has to be supported by the investigation to that point. And I think, in respect of the charges that are before the courts, that's probably the extent that I can comment at this time.
Maybe speak to the process of calling an Amber Alert. We all see them on our phones. I myself haven't seen one since I moved up here about 2 years ago. What does Thunder Bay Police do exactly once they determine, I guess, investigation hits a certain point? How does it move from that point to everyone getting that phone ring, phone buzzing, things popping up on the television? What does that look like?
So for our purpose, for our province, the Amber Alert system is run through the Provincial Operations Centre, through the Ontario Provincial Police. There is a strict set of criteria that we have to satisfy investigatively, and once we've satisfied that criteria, we can submit to the province to have an Amber Alert issued, and at that point, that organization takes care of that. That process worked very, very smoothly. The response from the public, the truth of it is, when there's a concern for the safety and well-being of a child, the public engages. This community cares. And I would suggest that, in fact, the Amber Alert and the heightened awareness of this situation is what helped lead to its safe resolution. I'm not, again, I've said that I'm not going to discuss the charges before the court or the investigation in particular detail, but I will state that it was information received from a member of the public that led us to the location where we were able to safely locate the child. So I believe in this case, for want of a better phrase, the system worked. This process was engaged properly, and I believe contributed significantly, if not led directly to the safe resolution.
No. My last question is just, like, can you talk about the feeling of the officers who were working on this case when there was a happy ending to the story? Luckily, like, what does that mean for you guys?
Oh, I can describe. I'll speak personally, and to hear that the child had been safely located, to hear that go over the air was a tremendous sense of relief. I mean, it's actually interesting in that when you are working on an investigation such as this, and I speak, I believe I can speak for all the members of the service who were engaged in the investigation, who were engaged in the search, who were actively wandering through the wooded areas, who were running with dogs. The sheer number of resources that were allocated towards this search, and the sheer amount of humanity that is working on this and are deeply invested in this, I believe that you don't truly realize what a relief it will be to resolve this safely until it occurs. And then there's a tremendous sense of relief. I mean, really, when one ponders the concern and the potential danger, to have a safe resolution is something that hits at the human core of everyone who's involved.